Hello and welcome to another Hill and Ponton Veterans video blog. I'm Matthew Hill here with
Carol Ponton.
And today we'd like to talk to you about medical evidence and how it factors into your claim, what you need to be thinking about your outside evidence, and what you can expect the VA to do and what you should be doing.
One of the things that I see over the years is that the VA will ask the veteran, who are your treating medical sources? And the VA will write to them, and the veteran thinks that the VA has obtained them, but they haven't, because what the letter says is, "Dear doctor, this veteran is applying for disability benefits, and we would like a copy of your records. We will not pay you any money for doing this." So what happens is most of the doctors don't send in the medical records. The veteran, meanwhile, thinks the records are in there, but they're not.
Well, and the veteran has a good reason, or a good faith reason to think they're in there, because the VA, under a law, has what's called the duty to assist, meaning the VA must assist the veteran to get records that would help win his case. So once the veteran identifies who the doctor is or where the evidence is, then in theory, the VA should obtain that. But it's, as Carol just said, they said, please send it, but we're not going to pay any money. And unfortunately, there are very few doctor's offices.
Very few doctor's offices. And the long-term sadness that I feel about this is I see over the years, veterans have applied. They've told the VA exactly who their doctors are. The VA sent a letter and said, we're not going to pay. The doctors don't send the letters in. And now 20 years later, those records don't exist anymore. You can't get them. The VA records they can get, but private medical doctors, I think all of our veterans should go out, get the doctor records, and submit them themselves, and keep a copy.
Yeah, again, the VA has a duty to assist, but at the end of the day, it's your claim, and you need to do what you need to do to win the claim. At this point, they should be helping you do this, but the best thing to do is to assure that the records are in there, because that's the thing. VA's not going to send you a letter saying, "Oh, we got this." They're just going to,
and they're not going to say we didn't get them either.
Right. They're not going to let you either way. I mean, the only way you would really know from a document from the VA would be when you get the decision, and on the decision they list the evidence they used, and so you'd want to double check there that it's in there or not. But otherwise, short of ordering the whole C file, you have no idea. That way, but on the other hand, if you actually send it to them, you have a better idea that it got there.
Well, it got there. You don't know it got in your file.
Oh,
so I would send it certified mail. I would keep a copy of it. And then when you get your decision, if you see that these records are not listed, then you resubmit those records and you say, previously I submitted them. Here's a copy of my certified mail. Please consider this in my case.
For this case, yeah. It's just really important not to sit back and just submit your claim and just think it'll all go through. I mean, even though something happened in service, you got the current problem now, and it seems obvious to you, it might be, but then again, it might not, and it might not from their vantage point, and you might get denied. So it's just something to be careful about.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the Hill and Ponton video blog. We look forward to seeing you soon.